What's up, Space Pirates? This is your captain, the ever-charming Dr. Disaster. And folks, I just don't think Concord is going to make Firewalk Studios any damn money. Not unless a bunch of people who wouldn't even play the game for free suddenly decide it's worth spending $40 on it.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Nah, Concord doesn't have a chance in hell. Not if the numbers for this game's free beta weekend are anything to go by. I mean, look at that shit. As of the time of this recording, Firewalk is looking down the barrel of 500 players on a Sunday morning, with an overall peak of concurrent players at about 2,400 and only about 1,400 on a Saturday. I guess that the modern audience they were chasing was just a bit too busy this weekend, meaning they needed the actual gamers to step up to the plate and play their game. But normal people seem to reject games that look like this outright.
I want you guys to like me, and you look at me like I'm a freak.
Yep.
That's it, yeah.
Alright, me hearties, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We just surpassed another milestone in subscribers, meaning we have to ask the obvious question.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
Yo!
We now have 42,000 a-holes in this crew of space pirates, as is our custom on this channel. With every 1,000 subscribers, we add a new ship to our fleet in order to house the new arrivals. And since 42 is the answer to the question of what is the meaning of life, according to the excellent old book, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, I figured we had to take a ship in from that story, which is why I selected this guy, the Heart of Gold. In any case, I thank you all for being here.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Anyhow, let's make fun of Concord, shall we? A few days ago, I made the prediction that Concord was going to top out at about 10,000 concurrent players for the weekend. I figured there were people out there who would be at least morbidly curious to see if the game was okay. Clearly, I was wrong though. The game looks so ugly and generic that you can't even give it away. 2,400 is pretty damned pathetic. Context and perspective are important though, so let's look at a couple other games to see how awful Concord is doing in comparison. The First Descendant is the easiest comparison since it's a shooter just like Concord that just came out a couple weeks ago. As you can see, on its first day of release, they hit about 230,000 players, and they peaked on their first weekend release at about 264,000 players.
Holy shit!
And now, I can hear some of you out there thinking, well, sure, the First Descendant got a lot more players, but you're comparing the beta of Concord to the full game of the First Descendant. And you know what? Fair enough. But look here. This is the Steam chart for the First Descendant's final technical test, which is essentially the beta. They got 77,000 players in September of last year and 31,000 just a couple months ago in May. Concord, in contrast, is just a pathetic title nobody cares about because the characters are ugly, purposely ugly it would seem, and the game looks generic as hell. People want to play as characters that look like this, which can be found in the First Descendant. Attractive females are, well, attractive. They pull people in. But female characters that look like the love child of Rosie O'Donnell and Jabba the Hutt, yeah, that ain't gonna bring anyone in. But let's make another comparison. Here is the Steam chart for Overwatch 2, which came out last year. It peaked at about 76,000 players right when it came out, and to this day, it looks like at peak times, the game still gets over 50,000 players to play it on Steam. Concord just doesn't have a chance against these games. I mean, it isn't even a fair fight. Overwatch and the First Descendant are free. Sure, you could pay to buy new skins and shit for your character, but you don't have to. Concord, on the other hand, requires the player to have faith in the game from the outset. They require you to pay $40 to buy it, and if they can't get more than a couple thousand to try it out for free, I sincerely doubt they're going to make any money on this thing. Factoring in the reported budget for this game makes it even worse. It's been reported that the game cost somewhere between $50 and $150 million to make the game. They were really banking on the modern audience being a huge entity that would carry them to the promised land. But too bad, so sad, Firewalk Studios. Pandering to the woke crowd often doesn't pay off these days. There aren't enough of these bozos out there playing video games to make any money. These woke games and movies used to thrive on pretending that the numbers of the modern audience were legion and convincing normies to play games by using social media. But that narrative is falling apart, and the old tricks are no longer working. People are good at sniffing out woke shit these days because diminishing returns are a real thing. You can only fool people so many times before they stop believing your crap. But I'm going to leave it there. Looks like I gave the game and the modern audience way too much credit. They won't come close to 10,000 players this weekend from the looks of things, but what do you think about Concord? Drop your mockery in the comment section down below, and we will talk there.
Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your captain is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.